Hi! Welcome back to the Gloria and Jen YouTube channel. Today we are back with a new video. So we're going to be telling scary urban legends from Belize.
I was just like, Drew, what are you looking at me for? I don't know.
So Gloria hasn't heard these stories before. She might have heard of a few of them maybe.
Maybe I have searched Belize before. So.
But I'll be telling the stories today, and then Gloria's going to be hearing them for the first time because I'm not sure if you've heard these before. But one of them I know you've heard. I will be telling 3 stories, so let's get right into the video. So the first story is called Tata Duende.
Tata Duende.
So that is basically in, I think they said in Mayan, it's father, then duende. I don't know why that word is so hard to say, but that's basically like goblin or a little like...
Duende, I thought it was like a...
It's a little like gnome type of thing, right? Like a little gnome. Okay. Well, basically, duende. So Tata Duende. Oh my gosh, that is so hard to say. He basically is a little man. He's little, and he wears a big hat. He also has his feet backwards, so it's kind of giving like Cipitio vibes from from the Salvadorian urban legends. And he's kind of also mischievous, but he's also not that smart. So he can easily be tricked, I guess. He also does not have thumbs.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is basically who he is. So there's 2 things that he likes to do. He likes riding horses, and he also likes playing the guitar. Like, that's what is known
for him to do.
Yeah, that's known.
Those are his hobbies.
Yeah, basically. And sometimes he will go into farm owners' land, and he will ride their horses at night, and he'll be causing like a bit of commotion in the night. You will usually find him out in the forest or in farms messing around. There is ways to try to keep him away. So a lot of farmers trying to... No.
Okay.
A lot of farmers trying to avoid him messing with the horses will leave a guitar out with rum, and so he'll get drunk. He'll play the guitar, get super drunk, and they will also leave a mirror. So when he sees himself, he scares himself off, and he'll never return to that farm just because he scared himself off so bad.
Because he thinks that like the person there.
So he saw himself and then got scared. Because of this, he's known to be easily tricked, or like he's not that smart.
So naive.
Yeah, he's naive.
That's
also
messed up.
If kids see him, so there's different things that will. So there's a few things that make him actually evil, because if you just hear this, you're like, okay, it's not that bad. He's not that bad, but he's evil because he will lure children.
No.
Yeah.
Not children.
At night, he has the tendency to prey on children, so he'll lure them into the forest and steal them. Also, if he sees that they have their thumbs, he will
take them off.
But children are able to trick him because he's not that smart, and they can just hide their thumbs and go like this. Yeah, they can do this. They can do this, and then he'll think that they don't have thumbs and that they might be just like his cousins or something, because they're little also, and he'll leave them alone. Children are told to not play marbles at night. That also attracts him.
This is reminding me of a lot of it Cipitio, because the Cipitio also says that he messes up like campfires, he messes up different things, and also he likes playing with horses. But the thing is that Cipitio messes more with women. And this Matatui, what was his name?
Tata Duende.
Tata Duende seems like he just likes messing with children, messing with people's like farmland.
This is a story to try to prevent kids from going to places they shouldn't be going at night, that they could get hurt in. So if they're going to the farm and then they're like messing with the equipment or something, they could get hurt. This is a story that tries to prevent children from getting harmed by going to places they shouldn't be going, especially at night.
I feel like this reminds me of a different story, but it's not from El Salvador, it's from a different place. Maybe Guatemala. I think it might be from Guatemala.
If you're young, don't be messing around by the forest, because this little goblin might take
you and snatch you.
Take the thumbs away and also snatch you.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
He's messing with something, bro. I'm not even joking. Back.
Okay, so the next story is called, or it's based on, a lady called Ishtabai.
Ishtabai.
So this story is Ishtabai.
Okay.
So this story is Ishtabai.
What the heck is this Ishtabai? Because
So a lot of people actually try not to even mention her or talk about her. Yeah. So people, but only people who have encountered her.
Alright, we can't see nothing.
When her name is brought up or this is a topic of conversation, they actually won't speak until
She appears?
no, until this topic is changed. So anyone who has encountered her will just stay quiet if her name is brought up.
So until somebody stops talking about her or says
So
something else?
she is known to be a beautiful woman with very dark, long black hair. And she seems totally human, nothing wrong with her until you look down at her feet. You'll notice that she's actually kind of floating a little bit.
Oh my god, I think you're gonna say that her feet were like backwards in the air.
No, she's kind of floating a bit, and one of her feet is of a bird, like a bird feet, and the other feet is a hoof. But that feet that's a hoof, half of it is like a pig hoof, and then the other hoof is like the other side of it is a horse.
Okay.
So one feet is a bird, the other one is a hoof that's like two things.
It's like a pig and a horse.
Yeah. So she tends to actually only appear mostly to only men and at night. So if anybody's encountering her, it's usually a man.
What does she do?
She'll try to attract them a bit and lure them into the forest, and then she'll try to seduce them,
Or
and
nobody's
then
gonna find them.
and then when she's alone with them, she
Unalives them.
yeah.
And is this also at night?
And
Is this also at night?
yes, at night. Typically she's only seen at night,
Okay.
and she only appears at night to men.
Okay.
So if anybody has ever seen her, it's known to not speak about seeing her. And so if the person that did see her does mention that they saw her, they will most likely get typhoid fever and most likely die from it.
So if she doesn't kill them and they mention her, then they die. So if she doesn't kill them, but they mention her,
So
they
if
do
they they should probably book it and try to, what are you looking at?
die. Looking up there.
So if they encountered her, they should not be mentioning that they encountered her or that they were able to run away from her. Probably it's people who weren't seduced by her and were able to like
Run away.
or were aware of who she was.
How would they know? How would they know? It was her, though?
She's known to be in natural spring wells
I wonder, is that fresh water?
and
Like
also in certain trees
Ponds?
in the village.
Okay.
Okay, the last one, I think we've already done a video on her, and she's very well known, but she is also known in Belize. So this is La Llorona. So as you know,
So basically, she's a demon.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the story
The-
we just read.
oh, the previous one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Ishtabai. Okay,
La
so the next
Llorona.
story is La Llorona,
La Llorona.
the weeping woman.
Weeping woman.
So she is known for her children in a river, and basically in her afterlife she is looking for children who misbehave and also doing the same to them.
You know what? I wonder if this is where that came from. That like Hispanic parents will tell their kids like,
To
ese señor te va a llevar, ese señor te va a llevar. Like if you're te estás portando mal, ese señor te va a llevar. Basically saying like if you're acting bad, that man's gonna take you. They'll say it to a random stranger. Like there'll be a freaking random man there, and they'll be like, if you don't stop crying, that man right there is gonna take you. I wonder if that's sort of where it came from. You know?
That's
Like
yeah, maybe.
Like being like, oh, they'll be scared of
Yeah.
like some random stranger coming, snatching them up and taking them.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
I don't know.
Because this story is actually known to be told to children to keep them from staying out late in the night and also from wandering too far from their home. So this just keeps them at home late at night, not wandering off.
That's crazy though. Like I wonder if then if that means that they just have little kids like roaming around by themselves.
And also they say that you can hear her from afar crying. So if you do hear her, that means it's time for you to run for your life and to not get caught. You still have a chance to get away if you're hearing her from afar. Also, I think the first story that I mentioned, I think the Duende one, he also, I think he also whistles. And yeah, Let me see. I think he also whistles.
He's coming to get you.
This story goes, basically it's a beautiful woman who married her husband. They fall in love, they get married, and she has twins, one boy and one girl. And after a few years, she starts getting older. After multiple years, she starts getting older, and she realizes that her husband starts like not showing up at home, like coming home late, only spending time with his children, and kind of like ignoring her. And then after, like, as time goes by, he starts not being at home as much, until the point that he's like never at home. And then one day she's walking with her children, and she sees her husband with a very young, beautiful woman. And this just breaks her heart. It makes her feel like nothing matters. Yeah, it makes her go a little crazy. No, it makes her go crazy. That she ends up going to a river, and her children, she realizes what she's done. She realizes the horrible mistake she made. She also herself in that river. Yeah, and then in the afterlife, she's just looking for children to snatch them up. So also a popular story in Belize, according to an article I read. Yeah. So how do you feel about Belize?
I feel like they're very similar to other countries that are around it, but I also feel like it's because their cultures, I feel like even though they're very different, then also you have different dialects and everything like that. But I feel like a lot of people, their culture is very similar. So I feel like they have a lot of similar things that they want to protect their family from, or their children from, you know, or like they just want to also bring sort of like maybe like a little bit of awareness that like no matter what, even if it's a pretty woman, like she could still be dangerous if you don't know who she is. You know, even if it's like a man that you feel like, because of the Duende, he would be small, right? Like you feel like maybe it's a smaller man, he might not do nothing, but you don't know because they're strangers. So stranger danger, stranger danger.
That's true. It's just to prevent them from getting
falling
hurt
into traps.
Or yeah,
because I feel like most of the time, like people think that if somebody's pretty enough, like even if it's
like
a man or a woman, or a
privilege.
woman, yeah, like they'll lower their guard instead of like being aware. Like I mean, we can go back to like we could talk about like actual cases like Ted Bundy. I think he was ugly, but people thought he was good looking, you know.
During the time, yeah,
and
that he was
unalived a whole bunch of women. So
yeah, so you better be aware of your surroundings. Don't let your guard down. Also, don't live in fear. Just
exercise, you know.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
Try to get stronger. We're living in a crazy world. Get a little bit stronger. To be able to,
I gotta work out.
To be able to at least, you know.
So those were the stories from Belize. If there is a country that you'd like us to read next, any scary urban legends from or your country, let us know down in the comments below, and maybe we'll do your country next. So yeah, if you guys like the video, please give it a like, subscribe down below, and
hit the notification button so you guys can be notified whenever we post a new video. And if you guys have any scary stories that you guys would like us to read, we also have a Gmail down below, so you guys can send your stories to there and we'll be able to read them here on our YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys on our next video.
Alright,
bye.
Thanks for watching. He brought a stick. 2 sticks to be exact. Ooh, he just burped. Hi, welcome back. Did you see my hand? It was like this. Never mind.